Did you know that Patrick lives under a rock and SpongeBob in a pineapple?
I did know that, yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that the British people knew that.
Oh, yeah. SpongeBob is huge here.
SpongeBob is huge here?
Yeah, there are all kinds of theories about what it all means. You ever thought about the philosophy of SpongeBob?
The what about SpongeBob?
Philosophy of SpongeBob.
About SpongeBob?
Yeah. Well, some people think that the main characters represent the deadly sins, for example.
Yeah, but they say that about every show.
I don't think that they say that, the main characters of Friends represent the 5 deadly sins. I've never heard anyone say
I've
that.
never watched that show, but I've heard that about a ton of other shows. I mean, what would SpongeBob represent?
SpongeBob, I can't remember which is which, because my memory is about as good as yours. I think that, the star is supposed to be...
So you have an
sloth,
excellent memory, by the way.
and Squid, and Mr. Krabs is, of course, greed, naturally.
No, he's not even capable of being greedy. He's a crab. His IQ is like 4.
That's also true, but wouldn't you say that it's less intelligent to be greedy?
Less intelligent?
Less intelligent to be greedy.
No.
Because greed is desirous to a fault. It's okay to just desire things, but greed is desiring something...
That's not how I interpret greed. I interpret greed as taking from others and keeping for yourself.
Well, greed is probably not having what others have and wanting it, and then taking
No, that would be jealousy.
Or envy.
Okay?
More deadly sins.
But that's not what
But
you
who's doing
described
who's
Mr.
doing
Krabs
semantics
as.
now? I agree. I think
That's not semantics. You're doing semantics. You said jealousy and envy. That's semantics.
I think greed is probably a bad thing. Do you think greed is a bad thing?
No.
Interesting. I wonder what Ann Coulter has to say about greed.
Let's check it out.
Now we're talking. Where did you get this son of a nutcracker? That's very insensitive given my nut allergy. Are they all for me? What about your friends over here?
No, they're not able to read.
Oh, I see. What's his name?
Mike, the baby.
Mike.
Mike, and then
Mike,
that's
Mike.
Mike.
What's up, Mike?
What's that one?
Adios, America. The left. How the hell has she written so? I'm actually serious. How has she written so many books? Does she write like one a year? That is incredible. Yeah, Adios, America. The left's plan to turn our country into a third world hellhole. We all know what she was really wanting to say there.
What was she? I mean, I don't think she was really trying to keep it a secret. It seemed like she was pretty clear.
No, but I feel like if she could have got away with shithole, she probably would have gone for it.
That's semantics.
That's definitely semantics. But you can blame Regency Publishing, a division of Salem Media.
I blame that
Group,
guy.
for
What's his name? Pascal?
Pascal, yes. The French mathematician.
No, the guy with the theory about of whatever it was.
Yes, the French mathematician. Blaise Pascal, 17th century mathematician and philosopher. Died quite young.
Shh.
How'd that work out for him?
What? I don't even know what you're saying. I'm trying to read something
Sorry.
and you're giving me a lecture about
I know it's
somebody I don't even know if they're real.
I know it's difficult for you to read, so I'll keep quiet.
No, that's what I said about them.
Oh, sorry. I'm getting confused.
I could read this easily. Even Somalia doesn't want Somalis.
Oh, wow. You know what's funny is that she genuinely could be writing that. Like, that might be an actual quote.
That's literally what he says.
It does.
You thought I made that up?
It does, ladies and gentlemen. It does. That is what it says.
It's not just Somalis bringing heinous cultural behaviors here and then claiming victimhood. After an illegal alien from Mexico snatched a 9-year-old... This is very vital. I mean...
As you already know, because you've already read it.
Yeah. Do you disagree with this, by the way?
I disagree with what?
What she's saying? Are you denying that an illegal alien from Mexico snatched a 9-year-old American girl off her bicycle in Ohio, dragged her to his house, and repeatedly raped her?
No, I'm sure he did.
Okay, and you think that's okay?
No, I don't.
Okay, then it seems like you and Ann Coulter are on the same page here.
So, we're on that same page, yes. But I'd like to keep turning and see if there are more that we're not.
Well,
Which I'll do when I go home, because I mean this is quite the reading list.
If a genie gave you 3 wishes, what would they be?
Am I allowed to ask for more wishes?
No.
I would probably ask for a loss of money, only because there are a few other things that you could wish for.
Loss
that can't
of
be solved
money?
with money? A lot of money. Although, in a way, maybe you should wish for a loss of money, because maybe the best thing that could happen to us is to just get rid of our possessions and live on the streets for a bit.
I don't think you need a genie for that.
That's true. That is true. Although maybe you do, because we're so desperately attached to our possessions that we really do need an exterior influence to actually allow us to let them go.
Yeah, but this exterior influence is being commanded by you, so you would still have the same difficulty giving that up.
Well, that's if the sort of
Oh, I'm
depends
way
on-
ahead of you on this.
depends on your view of your free will, of course. I don't know. I'd ask for money, because there are so many things you can do with money. Even if you just give it immediately away, there's almost nothing.
You would
much
give it
else to do with
away,
money. I would certainly. Well, it depends how much
and then
money
you
I
would,
had.
and then you would completely make the amount of money meaningless.
I don't think that's
You
true.
gave enough away.
Because what you're essentially wishing for there is the ability to determine how money is spent.
This is completely different from the wish you just asked for, by the way.
Start with the money, and then I guess the other things would be wishing. I don't know. I'd probably wish for another book by Ann Coulter.
Okay. I'm not a genie. I don't know why you're looking at me.
And then
I have been nice to you, and I've given you a lot of gifts.
That's
but
right. And then maybe a wish involving my decision to
To do the show.
participate in this interview.
Now, I did notice that you didn't wish for the equality of black people.
That's true. I did not do that. But
So it seems like we're on the same page now.
with more Ann Coulter books, I'm sure that I would become so morally, intellectually persuasive that I'd be able to convince the world into anything I wanted it to. Which may or may not involve.
I don't even understand what you just said.
equality of black
Are you
people.
agreeing with her or not?
I'm agreeing with some of what she said unseen.
Are you disagreeing what she said about Somalia and Somalians?
Well, what did she say? That even Somalians don't want Somalis?
Even Somali doesn't want Somalians.
I wouldn't know. I've never been to Somalia. Have you?
That's not how going places work. I could still hear the news from there.
That's true, but I think that, to
You think I would go to Somalia? What, so they can eat me?
I'm not sure. It depends where you went in Somalia. I don't think it's particularly safe, so maybe you'd be...
I don't think there's a
little
place
bit out
in
of sight.
Somalia that you could go to that's safe.
Really? You seem to know a lot about Somalia.
I read Ann Coulter books, and that's...
What's the capital of Somalia?
I don't think they have a capital there. I don't think they have cities or anything. Probably a village like... something like that.
That's incredibly, you've guessed right, yeah.
Oh, you knew that?
That's right.
Have you read the book about it from Ann Coulter?
Not yet, but I can't wait. Which one should I start with?
It was under here. This is a good one. The liberal victims and their assault on America. But to be honest, I actually like the one that I just opened about the
About
Somalians.
Somalis, yeah.
That one was really good because it's like I just opened to a random page and it was excellent.
I sort of can't believe there are so many of these. This is a first edition.
I know that.
I wonder if they printed any more. Maybe it didn't make it past the first.
That's not true. Otherwise, they wouldn't keep giving her books.
Quite. First edition. These are all first edition. They could make some money on the...
I mean, if you
On
want to
the
resell
second-hand
them,
market.
feel free. I'm not
First
giving you
edition.
any conditions of what you have to do with this stuff.
This is, of course, not a first edition
Why not?
because it's paperback.
Maybe they only did that one.
That's possible, actually. But this appears to be a first print of the paperback edition anyway.
Okay, so I was correct again.
How exciting. The Library of Congress has catalogued the hardcover edition, so no.
Which religion do you want to win?
Advaita Vedanta?
What?
Advaita Vedanta. It's a non-dualist Vedic tradition.
A non-Jewish dueling religion?
Yeah, it is non-Jewish. It's also non-dualist.
I don't know what that means.
It believes that there's only one kind of thing in the universe, and that's consciousness.
And why would you want that
That's
to be... Is that something you already believe in?
More or less, yeah.
So then you're religious. But actually, that just seems like a school of thought, not a religion.
Yeah, I think it's better putting it that way. But most religions are better thought of as schools of thought than...
I wouldn't say that. I would say that there's a difference between those things.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Los Angeles.
So in Western culture, we have a tendency to sort of put a big box around religion and call it a thing that we do, like religion, job, family.
It's true in West
Hobbies.
Hollywood. There's a lot of gay people there, so they're missing religion.
Yeah, and they probably put a box around that too. But traditionally, religion has just been the air that people breathe. If you went to even relatively recently, if you went and spoke to a Muslim in the early centuries of the Islamic calendar and said, what's your religion? They might sort of be like, it's not really how we think about it. let alone the Hindu and Buddhist traditions.
Yeah, but you're cherry picking here. You're picking the ones that say what you want them to say.
Well, can you name one that doesn't?
Probably if I walked outside of where we are right now, I'm going to
In the
see about a
West.
billion Muslims. And I think, I don't know, probably a lot of them would disagree with that.
Quite right, because we're in the West. That's why I said, the first century of the Islamic calendar.
Oh, you're from back in the day?
From back in the first century of the Islamic calendar, which
I don't know what that means. Is that like like next January, or is that like 100 Januaries ago?
No, Muslims date their calendar from a particular event in the life of Muhammad, his flight to Medina. That's where they start their calendar. So for them, it's literally
You laughed at that. You're scoffing at them like you're
about
better than
600
them.
years.
But you know what
600
happens if they're
years
right to
younger.
you? You're screwed.
Might be right, yeah.
Okay, so maybe take up on that guy's
nice people.
offer.
What guy?
Pasker?
Oh, Pasca. Yes, of course.
Even though you're an atheist, do you ever round up at Panda for charity?
Do I ever
Round up at Panda for charity?
round up?
When they give you that little thing, 25 more cents, and you give it to like
Typically, no, I don't do that.
I actually don't either, to be honest.
Why don't you do that? You hate pandas.
No, it usually doesn't go to pandas. It usually goes to Somalians.
Right. I do think there are probably more effective ways to spend your money, or at the very least, if you're going to donate 25p to charity, it probably doesn't matter in that instance. I often do press the button, but if you're going to
press the button?
if you're going to donate,
Big Shot has so much money, huh?
I know. What can I say?
What about people who can't press the button? They should feel worse than you?
You'll get there eventually. No, hopefully those are some of the people that will be helping.
No, I mean those are probably just like lower class people. They're not like unable to eat people, I would say.
I see what you're saying. Okay, well, I want everyone to be in a position where they can spare 25p. That would be nice.
But then there would be no reason to spare 25p.
Quite right. And
This is the issue with your wish earlier about the
we can spend it
money.
on things like Coca-Cola instead. Wouldn't that be nice?
Why would you want everybody to be addicted to drugs?
Because we'd probably be happier and more content. And there'd be no standard of reality to compare it to.
And this is what I'm talking about, the issue with these people.
Less.
They have no morals.